Well then, folks, it's been about 3-ish months since we've last worked on the decorative sword. Life kind of got busy and we didn't really have time to work on it. The last time that we did work on it, we fit the guard up, sorta, and made it the pommel. Now I did have footage of fitting this and forging the pommel. However, I was in a bit of a rush on framing, so the footage is terrible and you don't see much of anything going on. So I'm not gonna make y'all suffer through that. But yeah, the last time we worked on the sword was when we first got the power hammer installed in the shop, so it's been quite a while. But I'm fine. I'm not really feeling inspired, but I need to get back to work, and this is a good thing to get to work on. And we have these here fancy things. Red label abrasives, so that should make this a lot of fun. So, putting my hair up and then getting back to work on this thing finally. Here we go. Alright, so to kick things off, I have a 36 grit belt on the grind right now, and I'm going to be truing up the shape of the guard, because when we punched through it, you can see it kind of got a little wacky looking. Now while I'm using this grinder now, I'm going to be wearing this here respirator. Doesn't have exactly the right filters, but it'll help because these are ceramic belts, and they're very angry ceramic belts, so they can really wreak havoc on your lungs. So I'm going to start kind of paying attention to my own health more. So I get this thing on, we'll get down to business. Good enough. Wow. Also, you put it on and then adjust it. And with that guard now looking fantastic and black and even, I'm now going to start grinding in the bevels on this thing. Let's get down to it. Well, in classic Icarus Metalworks fashion, it's been over a week since we've worked on the sword. I just have a bit of a mental block about working on it. I don't know why, but getting back to work today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp a 2x4 in the big red vise outside, and clamp this to the 2x4. And I'm going to take a file and start cleaning the flats off to see just how deep any of the pitting goes and stuff. I'm not using the grinder because Blake's using it right now to work on a Bowie knife, so I'm going to grab the camera stuff and get to work. Alright. I'll take that in a bit. So, the simple circumstances of life seem to believe that I shouldn't get that much work done right now. So I already need to call it a day. Got a bit of good work done though. I got those bevels starting to clean up nicely. These 36 grit red label abrasive belts work wonders on pretty much everything. Starting to look good. The other side still needs work though. But job for another day would seem, so catch you guys whenever it is I get back to work. So it's been exactly 2 weeks since I've done any work, and things are starting to really wind down. Not much time is left to work on anything. We have 2 projects in the works right now that I wish were already done. We got another 2 projects to wrap up before the end of October, and then the rest of the year will be spent working on Christmas stuff. Yep, I'm already worried about Christmas. But I really need to get this sword done. So back to it. I'm going to be starting out with an angle grinder to try and really speed along the beveling process, so catch you all out in the shop. Alright, so we just finished doing a quick little touch of maintenance on Betty. So now we're over here at the big grinder. I'm going to start putting in a convex grind on this. I've got bevels knocked in, steep bevels, and really big flats. It's going to come to the slack belt and round everything out, blend it all in. I think it'll look alright, and it'll get most of this stuff out, so here we go. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to stop it there for right now because there's a storm approaching and I need to mow the ditches before they get wet again. Got some pretty good progress done though. Got it most of the way done at 36 grit. Red label abrasive is really good stuff. Feeling really nice and smooth now, it's pretty nice. So I'm gonna keep working through the grits later on. So catch you guys next time I'm working. Alright, it's been just shy of a week since I've worked last. This time, not because of laziness or procrastination, because we've been very busy. But it's a new day, I've got a bit of free time again, so I'm going to keep cracking on this sword. Again, it's looking really nice and crispy on that 36 grit finish right now, so back to the grinder to work it through the grits. Here we go. Alright, so to kick things off, gonna start back with the 36 grit again. Do a little more work on the sword. Get that finishes a bit more even, and then I'm gonna start climbing through the grits. So, here we go. So I got this guy all polished up to 400 grit, convex grind. It's looking real tasty. Like I said before, this is just a decorative sword, but by nature of the way that this grind works, right around here at the tip on both sides, focus. Here and here on the tip, super sharp, but that's par. I don't know why I zoomed in powerful, of course. So now with that out of the way, it's time to work on the pommel. Here we go. So, this is going to be the most nerve-wracking part yet. I gotta now weld the pommel onto the tang. If the alignment gets off, I gotta cut it off, might mess the pommel up. If I suddenly need to remove this for some reason, then I'll have to cut it off, might mess the pommel up. I'm not looking forward to this in the slightest, but it's necessary. I think it's about go time. Alright, just gonna get on with it. Ah, shit. Damn, I knew I should have tacked that better. Fantastic. There we go. That was more stressful than it had any right to be. But I got it welded on. Let me cool this off really quickly. There we go, all cooled down. The welds are hideous, but I can fix that with the grinder later on. Guard is on, it's solid. I'm almost out of batteries, I gotta make this quick. It feels pretty good in the hand actually, that's what it looks like. Plenty of space for the handle. So I think that's enough stress for one day, so I'm gonna call it quits for now. I'll be back, I guess, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday to keep working on this. I'm gonna start fitting the handle up, and I'll hopefully finish maybe. So, catch you guys then. Surprise, surprise! It's been a week. Back to work. Rain. So I'm gonna be working on the handle, but you aren't gonna see that because there's other stuff to film offhand. So I'll give you guys updates as I work on the handle. Here we go. there. A little more. Okay, another update. Nah, it's coming down out there now, but anyways, I have these pieces of steel hickory cut out. I'm working on putting a channel in, and this is really slow and agonizing and boring work that I don't want to do at all. But I gotta finish this like today or as soon as possible, so gotta keep at it. So we'll catch you guys at the next update. Alright, it's been a while. There's water on the lens. Alright, so it's been a couple hours since I last came to you. In the time then I got this scale fitting well enough. And so then we went and took care of the horses, and then I ate some lunch. The weather is still nice and rainy and a bit cool out actually. It's making me feel awful tired, but gotta keep working on this handle. Gotta get it done as soon as possible because the year's running out quick and there's a lot more to do, a lot more projects to finish up before the year's out. So I figured now I'll just take a quick second to show you guys how I'm fitting these scales up. I'm showing you how, or just by showing you the process I'm using. Okay. Alright, so I've got this scale fitted up into the vise already. Find a good angle for this. Let me take my coat and hat off. Alright, so right here's the hickory, and I have a line penciled in there and there, which is the outline of the tang. So now I'm going to take this here multi-tool. I'm first actually going to stick a wider blade on it to make maintaining straight lines easier. Now a multi-tool, if you aren't familiar, just does this. It's a saw that vibrates really quickly, so that way it can cut fairly easily. Its design is similar to that, to what would be used in bone saws for surgery. Put that on the other direction. So then, what I do is I just go in with the cutter and follow the lines. One down, one to go. Now with those cut, I pop off this blade and stick on this narrower blade. I'm going to come in and make these cuts here. Now those cut, I'll make a few more cuts like that to make these little spots a bit thinner. Now those all cut, I then take this here chisel that I just sharpened again earlier, this here ball peen hammer. I come in and I just break out these pieces. Like so. So that's the boring, tedious part. So I'll fast forward you guys to the point where I have this fitting as well. Alright, I'm going to be shutting it down there for right now because I'm just running completely out of steam and it's getting late and a bit chilly and the rain's starting to come down harder. I got a good bit of ground done. They still don't quite entirely fit up yet. Got a bit more work to get them working out, but I'm not just not feeling it right now, so catch y'all on Wednesday. Surprise, surprise, folks. It's the immediate next day. It's not Wednesday or a week later. Due to the wonderful weather outside, which spun into a mild hurricane, actually, my welding classes were canceled for the day. Haha, so I have Tuesday as well as Wednesday to work. So I'm back to you with a fresh brain. As you can see over there, Blake's getting to do more fun stuff today with his project. Wait, oh shit, that'll be a spoiler. Icarus will have to censor that, but he's doing that. And I've got to be cracking on the fit up. So, I'll catch you guys on an update once I have those scales fitting correctly. It fits! Finally! Alright, now those come back off. And now, take this and I throw it in the fire because we gotta give this a sauce treatment on that there. I'm not actually gonna put it in the fire. I'm gonna use the set lighting torch. So here we go. Alright, now to the device for linseed oil sauce. Quick update. I've been doing a lot of sanding on these scales. I've gotten them to roughly match the pommel right there, both of them. So now I'm going to start shaping them, or actually first. That one needs more work down there. So I'm just still cracking on, almost done, I think. Another update. I've got these things looking nice. Haha. So, I don't know what the next step is. Get off my neck. There we go. Yeah. Alright. I'm thinking that that's going to be it for today. What's that? yeah, about 4 o'clock. Sounds like a good time to wrap it up so I can start cobbling this video together. And then tomorrow early, because tomorrow's Wednesday, I don't have to go to school, then I'm thinking that I can kick off again with an earlier start and get those glued on and hand sand them to their final polish, torch them, linseed oil them, and it's done. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. And it's now the next morning, getting early jump on things. He got out here first to keep working on his project, which is still secret at the time, but today is the day. I'm going to get this glued up and wait for that to set and then hand sand it. Here we go. So it's been several hours and now the glue is finally dry enough for me to get to work. So let's finish this thing. I'm going to put in the vise and file that off, and there's a bit of one over here too. Then hand sanding, torch, linseed oil, and the sword that should have taken 4 days to do will finally come to its conclusion after 4 months. Here we go. Ooh, boy. It's finally done. Well, folks, it's finally over. Wow, that took way too long. But it looks really good. I think it'll look great hanging on a wall. Finally. So, finally got that over with. Yes! So that's behind us now. So then, make sure that y'all stay tuned into this channel, because very soon there's going to be a fresh new project kicking off. You could hear and see Blake working on some of it in the background of this very episode. So make sure you all stay tuned in, because soon that series will be kicking off But until then, that's really all for now. So if you liked this video, please consider liking and subscribing to see our future videos, and to see how more projects like this one might turn out. Thank you all for watching, and until next time,